Guys, it's me again. Sorry for the wait, but this is gonna be an intro to a new video I'm creating. So this one is what if about this? What if Naruto met my character? So this is gonna go a little different from most. Or like, what if he was neglected or abandoned or experimented on? Not well, not neglected, but more experimented on. And yeah, so the way this will work and the story is going to be pretty interesting, and I'm going to try and give you an interesting what if to watch since I left you guys alone for like, what, 4 days? Sorry for that. A lot of new stuff came up, like different what ifs, different ideas. Sorry for that. So, yeah, sorry for leaving you guys alone for quite a bit. So, I'm gonna try and do this what if right and give you a pretty good story. But yeah, if you guys want me to get me to like delete some of my videos and like redo them all like from the very beginning and give you a new what if, or if you want me to keep them and just redo them, let me know down in the comments. Like if you say like delete or keep them, I'll do both and I'll make what ifs like redoing all of them if that's what you guys want me to do. Or if you want me to continue them, you can say delete, keep, or keep doing them. Like keep doing them or delete them. So yeah, let me know down in the comments. Do you want me to keep doing them? Because I think these what ifs are not really going to go anywhere interesting since I gave them like overpowered abilities right from the get go. Or do you want me to like make like a transition to the backstory and like give you the training regimen and the battles that they had to go through? Because I can totally do that. So yeah, like what if Deku was neglected? I can give you like a backstory of his training regimen, his battles that he had with some of my characters that I created, like Nergagantu and his siblings. I can give you like a story with that, or I can, you know, do a different range of abilities and stuff. So let me know down in the comments below. But anyways, let's get to this video. Don't forget, like, share, comment, and click that bell icon so you never miss another video. And I'll see you all in the next. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye everyone. Let's cut to that video right now. You've seen the intro. Let's get on with this. So, this is gonna be what if Naruto was an experiment and had siblings and was sort of, kind of, forgotten. So, we start this off with Naruto being born on the night of the Nine Tails attack. Naruto was sitting on a pedestal, getting ready to be sealed in. The Nine Tails being ready, sealed in. Naruto being ready. Minato split it all in like 50-50, I guess. All of it. All of them get an equal percentage. Naruto will have siblings, two sisters and a brother. The first one being Naruko, as this is a reference to the last what if. So Naruko is going to be the one with the red hair. Menyumi is going to be the one with blonde hair. And Menma is going to be the long-haired one. The long-haired one of Naruto, resembling Minato in a way. So yeah, let's get this on. Now that I've established who are the characters and what's happening right now. So, yeah. So as the Nine Tails is being sealed separately in each and every one of them, Naruto, or no, Orochimaru is sneaking around the village at this time. So, Orochimaru, while Minato wasn't looking, Orochimaru would come right next to a next to near unconscious Kushina. He would pick up Naruto and say, "You prove to be a very interesting subject to test on. I have so many ideas with this Nine Tails power. I want to see what you can grow into, young one." So as Orochimaru takes Naruto, as Kushina yells out, "Minato!" As Minato looks behind him, seeing Orochimaru disappear with Naruto within his hands. Naruto yelling out, "No!" So we skip to the next day. Minato is starting to freak out as his youngest or his eldest son, or yeah, the eldest son has been taken. Let me establish the age difference. Naruto is the oldest. Naruko is the second oldest. Menma is the third youngest. The third youngest, or near youngest in between, and Menyumi is the youngest. So yeah, Menyumi is the youngest. Menma is the third youngest. Uh, darn, I already forgot their names. Naruko is the second oldest, and Naruto is the oldest. So yeah, starting to have a little bit of a memory trouble here. So yeah. Anyways, as Minato is scouring all over the place looking for Naruto, as Naruto has been taken to Orochimaru's secret base, half a mile away from Konoha. As we skip to Naruto's siblings, Naruko, Menyumi, and Menma. Or no, Menma isn't born yet. Or Menyumi isn't born yet. So it's just Naruko and Menma right now. So yeah. Or no. Yeah, I'm gonna have a different. Menma is gonna be the youngest. Menyumi is gonna be the third youngest instead of Menma, because I want to do something different here. So yeah. Anyways, so they try and cover up Naruto's disappearance, not telling Naruto's siblings yet because they don't think that they're old enough to know just quite yet. So we have a time skip of 5 years. 5 years later, we skip to a 10-year-old Menma and Naruko. Naruko and Menma are like 10, as they're having like a new sibling on the way. No, Menma is the youngest. No, it's Menyumi and Naruko. Sorry, I'm starting to lose it a little bit. I'm starting to lose my memory. But yeah, as oh man, I am tired as hell. But yeah, uh, Naruto, he's being tested on. He's been given like so many tests, it's putting him on edge. As he tells Orochimaru to tell him about his parents, as Orochimaru doesn't see anything wrong with this. He tells him that his father is the fourth Hokage of Konoha. His mother is a red hot habanero of Konoha. So my father is the fourth Hokage. My mother is the red hot habanero day he would go home to his family. Naruto, he was tested on half his life. He was always inside of a room, never to be let out. Occasionally, he would talk to this red-haired, beautiful girl. This beautiful, red-haired girl with glasses. As everybody knowing, this is Karin Uzumaki. This is Karin Uzumaki. She exclaims that her name is Karin Uzumaki and that his name is Naruto Uzumaki, as she is flabbergasted to think that she was the last Uzumaki alive. Naruto tells her that his mother is thought to be one of the last Uzumaki alive, as her name is Kushina Uzumaki. She is excited to find out that she is not last of her Uzumaki village whirlpool. Over time, Naruto and Karin have grown to have a very good bondage with each other. They have a very good bond. Naruto sees her as a sister, and Karin sees Naruto as a little brother. Because Karin is older than Naruto. So yeah. But now let's get back to the village. As Kushina has told stories of the Nine Tails attack and what happened, and tells them everything excluding Naruto. Naruto is not included into the story. But now they finally decide to tell them. So they tell Menumi and Naruto. They tell them how Naruto was kidnapped by Orochimaru and that they have an older brother. Naruto and Narumi have always, or Menumi and Naruto have always argued about having a sibling. Arguing whether or not if it's going to be a girl or a boy. Naruto wants a brother, since she says having too many sisters would always lead to them arguing and having a bad relationship. Well, Menumi has argued with that she'd always want like a younger sister to better stuff with, to have like chatting with, because Naruto hasn't like been talking to her and stuff. She's always wanted a little bit of attention from the older sibling, or she wanted to talk with her older sibling. But Naruto has never had the time to sit down and talk. So yeah, I think about like going to the video to like 40, maybe 50 minutes. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, back to the story. Naruto here, or hang on, let me show you what Naruto's siblings look like. Excuse all the pictures you see. Those ones are gonna be used in later videos, if that's what you want. So yeah, don't mind the Otsutsukis. All of these Otsutsuki are gonna be used. The one on the left there is gonna be used for later. That's gonna be used later in story. So yeah, this or no. Dang it! Sorry guys, I keep misclicking. Hang on here. The picture is right somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. This is Kid Narumi. This is Narumi right here. I can't remember if I said that Narumi had red hair or yellow hair, but yeah, this is Narumi right here. Narumi is gonna be the one with red hair. So yeah, this is an older Narumi. As yeah, this is Naruto. That's Naruto right here. This is Naruto. She takes after Naruto since their names are pretty similar if you really look at it. Naruto, Naruto. It's Ko instead of To, you know? Like, yeah. In fact, here's another picture of Naruto. This is exactly what she looks like. So yeah, with that in mind, here we go. Naruto or Naruko has like wondered like what her brother would look like since she takes after Minato and Men Min hang on. I'm stumbling with my words. I'm sorry, guys. Naruko Menumi. Menumi has taken after Kushina since Kushina's gene in Menumi is more dominant. Naruko's gene is more dominant, or Minato's gene is more dominant in Naruko. That's why she looks more like Minato than she does Kushina. So yeah, as she's always fantasized what her older brother would look like. She wondered if he would ever come back. After they told her about Naruto, she asked has they found any leads on where Naruto might be, as she wants to meet Naruto so bad, because she has never had a little brother, or a big brother in a way. She has always wondered what he would look like. So Naruto would ask this, and yeah. So they would tell they would tell Naruto that they have found out of Nar- Naruto's whereabouts, about his base. So yeah. So they planned like an attack to get Naruto back. So uh-huh. So anyways, as we skip to when Naruto is being beaten up, as like since Narumi is so young and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot. Menma is born. So Menma is 10 years old, while her other siblings, like Menumi, is like 12, Naruko is 13. So Naruko is the oldest, technically, in the family, while Naruto is around 15 right now. He's 15. So he is the oldest of the family. So Menma is 10, Naruko is 12, Menumi is 12, Menma is 10, and Naruko is 13. Naruto is 15. So yeah. So yeah. So let me grab a picture of what uh, Menma would like. Man, there are a lot of good pictures that I should have grabbed here. A lot of good pictures that are I should have grabbed. Let me find the good picture here for what. Dang it. I think. Yep. Still on that. Okay. Okay. Now we're out of here. Wait, I think it's at the top. I haven't grabbed like a lot of good pictures for what Menma and his family and what Naruto's family and these what ifs look like. Here's Menma. Menma looks like this, as like like the Naruto like shorts. Like this is Menma, and like right here is Naruto. He's Naruto. And like I said, I would be using this picture for later. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be used real soon. So, since Naruto is like 13, since she's 13, she is like pretty strong in her own right. So yeah. So that's so yeah. Her hairstyle has changed over the years, and now the hairstyle is more like Kushina's sort of hairstyle, or like Sakura from yeah. So she's more like this. Naruko. 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 She's like or Menma. No, Menumi. Dang it. Sorry guys, I'm getting mixed up so much. And I hate it when I do, because I stumble over my words and I can't get out the right explanation for you. So I'm sorry for all of the stumbling and all the mumbling, all that stuff. I'm sorry for all of that. But yeah. So, Menumi, since that she's so young, her anger, she gets angered easily. So yeah. So as like Minato and Kushina try to keep her happy all the time, so she doesn't get controlled by the nine-tailed fox. They always try to keep her happy, spoiling her, saying that it'll get better in the future, but trust me, it doesn't. They only end up giving her arrogance, and she knows that they'll bend to her will as long as she acts like she's getting angry. And she'll go up into a fit and all that stuff. So Naruko is more pushed off to the side and not like cared about. So Naruko is being neglected. Like the Minato and Kushina, they're neglecting her like they're not paying attention, they don't listen, they're not like one time she's going to the academy and they didn't celebrate her. They did not celebrate her whatsoever. So yeah, they didn't celebrate her, and after they did, when Menumi was going to the academy, they celebrated her and they let her pick whatever place they wanted to go to eat. Naruto didn't get to pick anywhere they went to eat. It was always about Menumi, all about her and what she wants. It was never about what Naruto wanted. So she stopped caring. She stopped caring. She didn't care what her parents did. She always sees her parents caring about Menumi, never caring about her or what she thought. So she began, like, wondering when they would retrieve her older brother, since she has always wondered what he would be like. She has always wanted a little brother, or an older brother. Menma, Menma is sort of in between. He's arrogant at some points. He's sort of like a little bit like Naruto, a prankster, a brat, one that always looks for a fight. He's not wise. He's always like making somewhat of a mistake, but he's there for Naruto. He's there for Naruto to speak to, but she's never had the experience of talking to an older sibling. She has always wondered what Naruto would have said to her instead of what Menma would have said. Menma has always made her smile at some points. Menma has knows his limits, and like Kushina and Minato taught him right from wrong and how to not be arrogant at some points, but he's still a little bit arrogant at some points. So he's a little bit like Naruto. So Naruto has always wondered what it would be like if Naruto were to speak to her. She has always wondered how her brother would have talked to her and everything. So yeah, every time when she asked about Naruto, they didn't care. They didn't answer correctly. What I meant to say was they said that eventually that they would get her brother, but they didn't. So Naruto goes on a mission of her own, looking for the base as she goes into the fourth Hokage's office. Since Minato was so overworked today, he wanted to sleep so bad he went home. So nobody is in the Hokage's office except for a few Hokage Anbu. Kage Anbu, I mean. So she dispatched them pretty easily. And she has also graduated from being a chonin to a jonin. A chunin, a genin, all of that, she has graduated to a fun jonin. So she is a jonin instructor, but she does not take in students. She goes on missions all the time by herself. So since she is a jonin, she makes up an order for herself. She knows how Minato writes letters and like files. She knows how her father's handwriting goes. So yeah, she writes in Minato's writing style. She writes mission for Naruto Uzumaki. Retrieve Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto, um, I can't remember what Minato's clan was. Was it no, not the Uzumaki, the Namikaze? Yeah, Naruto Namikaze. Retrieve Naruto Uzumaki. So she writes that letter, and she grabs information that she could find on Naruto's whereabouts. She grabs information. As she has a sword over her back and a ninja stuff on her thigh, ninja packs on her rear next to her like rear side, and yeah. And she has those little pockets on her chest on the left and right where you can stuff like snacks and stuff. She stuffs like a few candy bars and stuff to keep herself like filled, and like ninja food pills and all that stuff. So yeah, she carries like in one of her ninja pouches, she carries 20 kunai and the 20 kunai in one pouch, and within that pouch again is 20 shuriken. So 20 kunai, 20 shuriken, or throwing stars. And then the other pouch is 21 senbon. They're like little tiny twigs of metal, like sticks of metal, and they're like needles. So yeah, they're like 20 sticks of needles, but since they're so compact, she can carry 30 at a time, since they're so compact and so like stuff and all that. So yeah, she carries like 30 senbon and like chained kunai. You know, like the adamantium chains of the Uzumaki. So yeah. Uh, yeah. Anyway, so she gets all of her supplies. She gets food in her backpack. She gets like a bunch of food inside of her backpack, a sleeping bag rolled up, and all that other stuff. So yeah, all of that. As yeah, she goes to the gate. The gatekeepers say, "Whoa, hold up there, Naruko. What is your business here at the gate?" "I have to leave. I have been sent on a mission." As I say, "Really? Okay, hand me your mission slip." As Naruko hands him her own written, fake mission slip, as it says, signed by the fourth Hokage. Retrieve Naruto Uzumaki from Orochimaru's base. As they see that it's the fourth Hokage's handwriting, as they think it is. As I say, "Okay, you're clear to go." As they open up the gate and Naruko leaves with no trouble. So a few days pass. Naruko is still on the trail. She heard of information that uh, Orochimaru's base. Oh man, Orochimaru's base is at least half a mile away from Konoha. So yeah, they hear about it. She hears about it, and she goes half a mile away. She looks around, hoping to find anything about it. We skip to Naruto. Naruto is being experimented on. Orochimaru has given him um, enhancements in chakra. Orochimaru has given him enhancement in chakra. So yeah. So yeah. Uh, After all that, let me tell you of some of the experiments that Orochimaru did. Uh, Orochimaru has done experiments about um, how do I say this? Like chakra reserve expandments, and all that stuff. So he's done like chakra reserve experiments, like expanding the chakra reserves 2 times more than the regular needed for chakra reserves, all of that. So the chakra reserves are 2 times bigger than they are. So yeah. So, so as Naruto, sorry, I forgot that we switched to Naruto's view. Naruto is right now um, being experimented on. Oh yeah, I said to explain the experiments. Uh, one of his other experiments, including the chakra expansion or the reserve expansion, includes that Naruto is now dang it. I'm trying to give you guys a good explanation here, but my brain is going off the rails here. So, uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? One of his other experiments includes includes muscle augmentation. His muscles are more bulging out and more refined. His muscles are more refined and they're showing a lot more. So yeah. So yeah. His muscles are more showing and they're more augmented. So his muscles are showing a lot more. Way more. So as we skip to the view of Naruto. This is what Naruto looks like. So yeah. As another one is like somewhat similar to Sukuna. Sukuna's like tribal tattoos. So whenever he uses chakra or something to do with strength, these tattoos appear. When these tattoos appear, these tribal tattoos appear on his body like this in this formation. His eyes will darken like this. His eyes will darken and turn yellow. The white, where the white is supposed to be, will be black, and the middle will be yellow, and the outer ring will be yellow. So yeah, and his hair is red, and it's grown so long to the point where it reaches his back, and it's more like oily and more scruffy looking. His hair grows to the length of his back, so yeah, you see like right where this ends, like right here, that's where his hair will reach. Like, you see this? You see this hair right here? This will go all the way down here to his hip. All the way down to his hip and to his rear side near his butt. So yeah. His muscles appear exactly like this on the picture. His muscles are exactly the size that you see on screen. So after everything goes, um, yeah. So I don't know what to say really. I'm really like confused and stuff. I'm really lazy right now. So yeah. Anyway, so his muscles and his strength are times 100 times. So he is 100 times more stronger than a full-grown male. With so yeah, his strength can be considered to par with Tsunade. His strength can be considered to par with Tsunade. Sorry for repeating myself, but yeah, he has had tons of fighting experience since Orochimaru has put him through tests upon tests with his strength. He has excellent regeneration properties. Like, if you cut off his arm will instantly regrow back to the full extent it was. So yeah, he has like a bunch of scars on his knuckles, his back, his chest, his belly, or his six pack, I should say. He has like a bunch of like little tiny scars like Baki. So most of his knuckles are scarred because he punches his wall until there's no more skin left on his knuckles. So yeah. So after Naruto has been trying to escape multiple occasions without using any of his abilities because he can use his abilities, but he makes Orochimaru think that he's like has total control over Naruto. So he lets he lets Orochimaru think that he has control, but he doesn't. So he lets Orochimaru make him more stronger since he appears more weak. Like, Orochimaru has been trying to get him to get more stronger and like so he can take his body. So every time when he does a test like this, Naruto, he makes himself weak. Like, he acts weak. Like, this one time, when somebody punched Naruto, Naruto acted like he broke his arm just by a mere punch. And he let himself get beat up by other people just so he can make himself appear weak. So, yeah, Orochimaru has been trying to make him stronger and stronger by augmenting his strength, making him more stronger, making his regeneration properties stronger, um, making him faster, even faster, more aware, heightening his senses like his smell, his hearing, his taste, and his sight. His smell, he can smell you from half a mile, he can hear you for half a mile, and he can taste things like if it were happening yesterday. So, like, to say if, like, something were to happen, he can taste something on the ground and tell that you've been there before for like 30 minutes ago. Like, he picks something up, he tastes it, and he can tell that you've been there for like half an hour or a day. So he can tell when you've left. He hears anything for half a mile, and his like sixth sense, or like it's like ultra instinct. Like, his sense is like ultra instinct. So he can dodge anything perfectly. He can do almost nearly anything perfectly. He's a perfect dodge. He has perfect range. Like, he can throw a kunai. Hang on, gotta deal with something. Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, so he can throw a kunai from like 100 feet away and still hit his mark. He can swing a sword. He's a master at most weapons, like a chained kunai. Like, a kunai is hooked up to a chain or a rope. A roped or chained kunai. Like, he is a master at that. And like a hellbird or something. But yeah, he's pretty good. Pretty good at it. So yeah, one day he decides that today is the day. He activates his tribal tattoos. He makes sure that he's charging up every last ounce of his chakra up, filling up every single one of his chakra reserves. His chakra reserves are considered to be like his chakra reserves are considered to be like Konoha size. Like, if his chakra reserves were shown, it would be the size of Konoha. So he fills up 7 of his chakra reserves with just pure chakra. So all of them are the size of Konoha. So yeah. So anyway, uh, yeah. So he charges up all of his chakra in each and every one of his chakra reserves. And I gotta be right back, guys. Gotta go pee and stuff. But yeah, guys. Also, if you hear like a fuzzling in the background, that's my fan going off. It's pretty hot as hell in my room, so gotta turn on my fan. So if you hear like fuzzling or something in the background, that's my fan or something else. But yeah, he charges up all of his chakra, activating his tribal tattoos like Sukuna power or something, timesing his strength times 100. And yeah, he activates all of his regeneration quirks, or no, his regeneration powers, just in case. Sorry, I was thinking about doing like, what if Deku is All for One, or All for One's son? So yeah, sorry. I was thinking about doing that earlier, and I created the story, and I was saying how it will go. But yeah. But anyways, so he charges through the base, destroying everything. destroying all of the technology. He grabs the bottom half of this outfit. You see, like the bottom half, the shoes, the pants, the I don't even know what you call that, like wrapped around his waist. I don't even know what you call that, but that stuff that's wrapped around his waist, this stuff. But yeah, he grabs the boots, he grabs the pants, wrapping that thing around his waist, and grabbing these nail these finger nail thingies on his hands. He grabs those, and yeah, and he knows that he's the Nine Tails Jinchuriki, and he's mastered the Nine Tails power. So Naruto got like a pretty decent amount. Like he got like what? He got like 50 out of everyone else. So he mastered that 50% of Nine Tails. So yeah. So he's not in like KCM, but he's in like the Nine Tails cloak, like that red chakra that flows around the body. So he's in the Nine Tails cloak, and he has the tribal tattoos active, and he just goes buck wild. He just goes buck wild and starts destroying everything in his sight. Karin hears the alarms and goes to check out what it is, and then she sees him. She hasn't talked to him in a long time since Orochimaru has cut connection between the two. So it's been like half a year? 2.5 years? Yeah, I forgot to add that time skip. So it's been like 2.5 years since the last time she's ever talked to him. Since he was like 15, and now he's like 17. Since I said it's 2.5 years, so he's 17. Naruto is now 15, I believe, if I'm right. Hang on, let me check my math. Make sure I'm not a dumbass. Okay, since I said it was half a year, everybody would be. Technically, that would be like 3 years. That would be 3 years for everybody. So, I believe if I'm right, and if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me down in the comments. I've checked it 2 times. I believe that Naruto would be around, what, 18? Naruto would be around 15 or 16. Yeah, 16. And then Menumi would be 15 or 16. 15 or 16. One of the two. I don't know. And I said Menma is 10, so by now he would be. So 3 years, technically 3 years, since I said 2.5 years, so that would still add up to 3 years if I'm right or if I'm wrong. But I don't care. I'm gonna just say it's 3 years or something like that. So yeah. So it's been technically 3 years. So he would be around like 14 or 15. Yeah, he would be around 14 or 15. Yeah, 15, I think. So yeah, Naruto would be 18. So he is jacked. He is more jacked than the pitcher right now. He is way more jacked and more buff in the pitcher. So yeah. So he just starts tearing through stuff. He just starts tearing through all of Orochimaru's like tests. His like technology, his computers, his lab. He starts tearing through all of it. And then Karin sees him and says, Naruto? And then he looks at her, his hair flowing in the wind. His hair growing all the way down to his like knees, his kneecaps. His hair is all the way down to his kneecaps since he has never had his hair cut. So, or if somebody can do the math for me, like somebody who is smart enough, if you've never cut your hair since you were born, if you have never cut your hair, or if somebody's cut your hair before like a few years until you got to 13, and if you've never cut your hair ever since you turned 13, if you've never cut your hair until then, how long would your hair be? Like, someone tell me. Like someone do the math for me. Like how long would your hair be if you haven't cut your hair since you turned like 15 or 13? How long would your hair be? Cuz I don't know. But yeah, his hair would grow down to his like near his ankles or something or near his like feet. His hair would be like pretty bushy and big. So his hair is like Madara. It's pretty thick and like pokey, but it's more like streamlined. Like this hair, it's more streamlined and more slick back looking and more impressive. It's more slick back and more like smooth like this hair. It's more like this. So yeah. So yeah. Naruto sees Karin and he goes up to her, and Karin is panicking since she sees him destroying a lot of stuff, thinking that he's gone out of control. She puts up her hands, defending herself in a way, thinking that she's about to get attacked. But, surprise, surprise, she tackles, or no, he tackles her into a bear hug. And he says, I've missed you so long. I've missed our talks and everything. He says that today is the day that they escape. So Orochimaru hears all these alarms kicking off since he's with the Akatsuki by now. So he's with the Akatsuki right now. He hears like a buzzer go off in his pocket, and then he sees it, alert, alert, base is under attack. Base is under attack. Subject Subject B has escaping. Subject B is escaping. Orochimaru says, "No, I can't let Subject B escape." As he starts saying to the Akatsuki, "I gotta go somewhere right quick. Something's happening at my base. I gotta go. Sorry that I couldn't stay for long." As the Akatsuki members say, like, "What's so important? Something happens at my base. I gotta go. I'll be right back. I swear." As Orochimaru goes running off to his base, as Naruto finally breaks out through the front door, as right as Naruto is walking up to the base, is walking right up to the base. Right as she walks up to the base, kunai drawn, or no, sword drawn, a sword being drawn out of her sheath on her back. She sees the door bust open with somebody running out, shirtless and all, pants and boots, and the stuff wrapped around his waist, with red hair and tribal tattoos and the nine tails cloak, with nine tails, with the nine tails cloak surrounding him, with Karin on his back. Karin having a piggyback ride. Karin is riding on his back, and they go running right out as Naruto looks around real quick, swiftly looking around the area. He sees Naruto. In a panic state, he runs off towards the different direction. Naruto lands on her butt, and she looks at Naruto. A solid second go by, with Naruto and Naruto looking at each other in the eyes. Like, if you were to look at it, if you were to look at another person and look at them very intently and very panic type, he looks at her for a solid second, and then he turns his head and runs the other direction with the Nine Tails cloak flowing. His speed is incredible, so you just hear like a sonic kaboom as a burst of air just blasts the entire forest. You see like a straight zip line through the forest. So yeah, as Naruto says, "Is that Naruto?" As she yells at him, "Wait, Naruto, come back! I have to bring you back to the village!" As this proves very useless as Naruto keeps going. As she gives chase, activating her Nine Tails cloak, as she doesn't have much of the Nine Tails, or well, she does a little bit. She has a little bit more than Menumi and Menma combined. She has a little bit more than Menumi and Menma combined. So, yeah, she has the 8 tails cloak instead of the 9. Naruto has more chakra of the 9 tails, so he gets 9 tails cloak instead of like a lower number of 9. So, since Naruto has a little bit more chakra than the other two siblings, she has the 8 tails cloak instead of 9. The other two have like 7, no, like 7 tails. Yeah, or no, they have like 6 tails or a 5 tails. So, not Menumi has the 6 tails. Menma has the 5 tails. So yeah, but everybody thinks that Menumi is more stronger since yeah. So everybody else thinks that Menumi has the stronger cloak and stuff, which is very stupid. Which I'm making it stupid. But yeah. So everybody thinks that Menumi has the stronger Ninetales version, but which in the case she doesn't. Which in fact, Naruto has the more versions of the Ninetales. Hang on, guys, gotta scratch my itch in my back on my shoulder. That feels so good. But yeah, back to the thing. So as Naruto is running away, Naruto gives chase with the 8 tails cloak active. The 8 tails cloak being active. So Naruto gives chase and everything. Sorry for the noise facing towards my fan. So yeah. Well, looks like we made it to the 50-minute mark or 54-minute mark. But yeah, if you guys want me to make longer videos like 60 or maybe even like 70 minutes, let me know down in the comments. I'll try and make longer what ifs since I want to talk more about how they're escaping. But yeah, right now, this is where we're going to leave it off. And actually, no, wait. I'll wait until we get 260. So, yeah. Anyways, they're escaping. Naruto thinks that it's a good spot where they're at. So, yeah. So, yeah. He thinks that Naruto gave up her chase, but she didn't. As, yeah. When he sees Naruto, he gets in of like a defensive stance. Like, his hand up, his hand in front of his face, one hand behind his back. He's like growling, like, who are you? Why are you following us? She is out of breath. She charges up her chakra and says, Naruto, it's you. And he says, who are you? I've never met you in my life. It's me, Naruto. Naruto Namikaze. Your your sister. Uh, oh, I remember now. Yes, I remember now. I had a family. Yes, you're the daughter of the fourth Hokage and the red hot habanero, are you not? Yes, yes, Naruto, that's me. I'm Naruto, your older sister. Ah, well, I've always wanted to meet my family. Have they told stories about me, or have they forgotten me? I'm sorry, Naruto, but it looks like they have forgotten you. They say that they're gonna get you back, but I don't think they will. They're more focused on our younger sister, Narumi. Narumi. guess I'll come back to the village. Well, Karine, it looks like you have yourself a family. Karine, blushing. Really? Of course. After all, I see you as an older sister. And like you said, you see me as a younger brother. So of course I'll accept you as my family. Since it seems like one of my family members hasn't forgotten me and has always wanted to talk to me, it seems. Yes, Naruto, I've always wanted to talk with you. I wanted to know who you are and I wanted to get to know you. Well, that's good. Well, we should head back to Konoha, should we not? As they head back to Konoha, as Minato is freaking out through this entire experience, he asks the guards of the gate, saying, "Where's Naruto?" As they're confused, saying, "Lord Hokage-sama, did you not give her a mission to retrieve Naruto?" What? No, I didn't do such a thing. What? How is that possible? We have a mission slip that is signed by you. Did you not sign this? No, I did not sign a mission slip for her. I was gonna sign somebody else that mission. I was gonna sign somebody else that mission eventually. Here, let me see that slip. As they pass the mission slip saying, but there's a secret note on the back if you charge chakra into it. So the Kage charges chakra, and it sees, "Sorry, Minato, but I have to do this. I want to see my younger brother." As it says, "Sorry, Dad, but I gotta do this. If you won't send anyone to go get Naruto, I'll do it myself." So yeah, as they're freaking out about all this. So yeah. So as they say, as Naruto says that he wants to cut his hair, as they ask why, as he says, "It's gonna get in the way of my eyes if I fling my head back around too much. It's gonna distract me if I fling my head around too much, and it'll get in my eyes." So as they agree, as Naruto, Narumi and Karin, they cut his hair down to the length of this. His hair is the same length like this. It's very bushy, slick backed, very looking, oily. Like it looks like it has like pretty tons of oil slicked into it. So yeah. But that's just his natural sweat in his hair. So yeah. As he like makes like he clicks off like a few strands of hair from like the long hair. Or no, he doesn't cut his hair, but it's sort of like it. He leaves enough hair long enough to like put it in a braid. So he braids his hair. It's not like a super big braid like Rapunzel from that movie. You know, like that gigantic braid that they did in the Rapunzel the movie. Yeah, but it's all the way down to his waist, not his like back or down to the floor. The braid, the braid reaches his back, and that's it. So the bottom hair is braided, while the top, you see, like where the forehead, above the forehead, where the hairline starts, that top of the hair is like let loose, and the near the sideburns and on the left side of the head, all of that hair is put into the braid. So it's more like condensed and like slicked down, while the top is to let loose and like flow in the wind. The sides and the back put in the braid. So yeah. So Naruko wants to know her brother, so she asks everything about him. Like, how is he so strong? How is he today? How is he doing? She wants to know him. So his brother, or her brother, is smiling, saying that they'll have their time to talk and everything. So yeah. So Naruko has been beaten up by her younger sister and her friends all the time. Through those 4 years of like talking and everything, Naruko has been beaten up and like talked down to by her younger sister. So yeah. Anyway, uh, whoop. Well, looks like we went over the limit. So yeah, looks like this video is gonna be quite the long one, ain't it? But yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. If you like this part, let me know down in the comment section below. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Guys, you're at the end of the video. I probably should mention this, but it doesn't matter. But anyways, yeah, guys. If you guys want me to do more videos like this, let me know down in the comment section below. So, yeah, not much I got to say here.